This week we have a wild week of homecoming at El Camino High School, a poster wrapped Samtrans bus, and a cable company doing gardening work at a local elementary school. All of this and more when we come back.
In January it's so nice, while swimming on sliding ice. To sip hot chicken soup with rice, sipping once, sipping twice, sipping chicken soup with rice. You make a ride go away, too far stay home all day, and dream about my soup all day. Home right once, home right twice, eat chicken soup with rice, chicken soup with rice.
Hi, I'm Bruce Grantham, and welcome to Our Children, Our Future, a program about education in the South San Francisco Unified School District. Remember homecoming when you were in school, maybe in college, or better yet, ever returned to as an alum for homecoming week? Well, then you remember what the activities were all about. High schools do their best to recreate that feeling, and El Camino High School does it with a very special flair. Tonight, joining me from El Camino High School are Derek Padilla, the Activities Director, Sarah Nataranto, pardon me, Sarah, and Karen Chung. Sarah is Senior Class President and Karen is Junior Class President. Thank you for coming on this evening.
Thank you.
Derek, how did the concept of homecoming originate?
That's something I've always been rather curious about. I was told once a long time ago that it had to do with back when we were more of an agrarian country, and the farmers would come back around this time of year and they would celebrate the end of the harvest celebration, and then somewhere late 1800s, early 1900s, it converted into this thing celebrated at universities where they would welcome back all the former graduates, all the alums, and to come to the big game when football started becoming a big thing, and just became a huge party after that, from what I understand.
What are the activities at El Camino High School? I know there's a week-long activities for homecoming.
Yeah, unlike most schools, we do it for a whole week, and starts with each class has a day to celebrate during the week, and then the last three events after the class day proceed with a rally, the football game, and then the homecoming dance.
Wild week of activities.
Stressful,
must keep you in the leadership class really busy.
And not much sleep going on.
Not for the students either, huh?
Nope.
Karen, describe the class activities. That's the big event during the week. What are the class activities? What's that all about?
So each class is assigned a day. Well, Monday is freshman, Tuesday is sophomore, Wednesday is juniors, and Thursday is seniors. So they arrive at school around 6 o'clock in the morning on their day, and they lay out all their decorations, and at 6:30 they set up all their decorations around school, and they get about an hour and a half to set up. And at lunchtime they present a skit that they prepared, including dances, and the Friday of homecoming week we have a rally, and this year we had a dance competition.
Let's take a look at the video. The leadership class provided us with a video of their homecoming activities, and why don't we take a look at that video now and see what's going on at El Camino that week. And I see that the theme this year, Derek, was Broadway. How'd that come about?
This year it was tried by the input from the teachers who wanted them to get more involved this year. It's one of our foci for the year, and it was recommended, so we thought we'd bring it back.
And this is the shot of them rehearsing at 6 o'clock in the morning?
These are actually some of them working at their homes, and they start working in August.
I find that interesting. They can get there at 6 o'clock in the morning to decorate school, but tardiness to first period is sometimes a problem the rest of the year.
Yes.
So what's going on here? Karen?
Different performances of dance from different classes.
That's the freshman class?
Yeah.
And you'll see a variety of dances from all four classes here. So we try to incorporate the theme.
Sarah, about how many students get involved in these the class activities during the week?
Usually at least 30 students. It varies from class to class. Usually the freshman class doesn't have as many as like the senior class. This year I know the seniors had at least about 70 kids participate.
70 students?
Yes.
at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
And that's only the culmination of everything, because they had to get all the decorating done ahead of time and the rehearsals and so forth. Karen, what do we have going on here?
That was our last dance, our class dance, and that we perform at the end of our skit.
Has dancing, Derek, dancing always been a big part of the homecoming activities?
No, actually, there wasn't. Before 1985, there wasn't even a skit, I'm told. And then that evolved one year, and I don't exactly know how that started.
So it sounds like every year you're kind of adding new activities to it. There was some talk about floats. I know in colleges, floats are kind of the big traditional things. Are there any floats at El Camino High School for homecoming?
It's not as big a traditional part of our homecoming, partly because we don't do the float around the football field like most high schools. So instead we just decorate the entire courtyard, which I think is a lot more massive and difficult to do.
Sarah, what's the competition aspect of this? Is there judging going on? Or is somebody determining who's the most spirited class this week? What's the competition all about?
Yes, we actually pick faculty members to be part of our judging process. They judge the class on decorations and on their performance. And we also have a performance during the rally, and they judge that as well.
Excellent. I think the rally's coming up shortly here. And so the rally occurs at the end of the week, prior to the football game. What class is this?
That is the freshman class.
What were the colors? Each class has a different color?
Freshmen have green, sophomores have yellow, juniors have purple, and seniors wear orange.
Burnt orange?
Any kind of orange.
Okay. And is this one of the skits, or is this a dance number?
That's part of the skit.
See some of that. There's always a little fight in a lot of the sophomore skits every year. Not sure why.
They're a pretty feisty group.
I'm just glad to not.
Now this is who wants to talk about the rally? Sarah, what's going on at the rally here?
Right here, this is the BSE performing. Usually during our rallies, we have one of the clubs participate, and right now that's the freshman dance, which is a new addition to homecoming. This year they had the classes make a performance for the rally, and we did a dance. Each class did a dance. Right there, that's the sophomores performing. That's the juniors. And then coming up should be the seniors. And that's the seniors right there.
That's the senior class?
All wearing their cute I Heart 06 t-shirts.
What's that?
The I Heart 06 t-shirts.
And these, we forgot to talk about Homecoming King and Queen, another tradition.
Huge aspect. Not as big as some other schools, but now we're at the football game. But Homecoming King and Queen, we have a court, and we recognize them at the rally. And then everyone goes to the football game right after.
Do you remember who was crowned King and Queen this year?
Yes, I do. And we're going to see them right at the end of the video because we want to give them some props.
Okay, good. What does homecoming mean to the students? Karen?
I think class unity, getting together as a class and getting to know each other on a deeper level, not just like a hi-bye friend.
And there we have students coming in for the dance.
Yep, the culmination of everything. Everyone needs to let off some steam, relax a little bit after a week of all the activities they've been putting on.
Sarah, who won the class competition?
Well, this year we actually tied with the juniors, so in fourth place were the freshmen, and third were the sophomores, and tied for first were the juniors and seniors.
Tie? How do you, you're the senior class president. How do you feel about that? You and the senior class feel about tying?
Well, at first the reaction was really bad. A lot of the seniors were very disappointed because we all worked really hard, and getting tied for first place wasn't what we expected.
It's something like we used to call that like kissing your sister or something like that. Derek, what's the value for students, real quick? What of this whole homecoming activity? What's the value in it, do you see, as a teacher?
It's to get students more involved in school, to get them to participate, to have them feel like they have some vested interest in what's going on their campus. And also, they learn some of the skills that help support and apply some of the things that they learn, like math, simple things like measuring things, having to place things properly, building and construction of all the props that they need. They're going to learn, especially public speaking, performing in front of the entire school, writing a skit, and then just the history and doing research on the topic, whatever it is that year. So there's a whole myriad of things that they have to put together.
So there's the fun and games, there's the camaraderie, school spirit, and there's applying the learning
Absolutely.
to the activity. Sounds like a great time. Did you guys have a good time?
Yeah.
Great. Well, thanks for coming on with me.
Thank you very much.
We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we're going to visit Martin Elementary School, where some young artists have their work on wheels throughout San Mateo County. Stay with us.
It's so nice while swimming on sliding ice.
If every single person voted, then it could change the whole world.
If you vote, then your voice is heard.
Even if you don't have an opinion on other stuff, you want to vote for stuff with your community.
One vote can change anything.
Register and vote.
You are a role model for people that are in a couple of years going to vote. And if you don't vote, then they probably won't vote. And then pretty soon we're only going to have like 5 or 6 people in the whole USA voting.
If everyone had the same opinions in the world, it would be boring.
You should vote.
I'd vote if I could.
Well, just go ahead and vote. I mean, you have the whole day. You have 13 hours to vote. Why not just go and vote?
We're counting on you.
Vote!
Join the game's Mark Simon and Bob Marks for live election night coverage. Live election night coverage on Peninsula TV, Channel 26. Get the latest results. Plus analysis about the state and local races. And hear from personalities from throughout the area. Peninsula TV. The only place to be on election night. Live November 8th at 8 p.m. For more details, go to PenTV.tv.
Hi, welcome back. Last month I took a film crew from South San Francisco High School to visit Martin Elementary School for a visit by a very special Samtrans bus. But before we take a look at the film that we shot that day, I just want to acknowledge that Aaron Boyd, the teacher at South San Francisco High School, now has a TV video broadcasting class that, among other things, is doing the morning announcements live every day for the entire school. But for us, is going to be providing video for several of our segments throughout the school year. And we're going to see 2 videos tonight, in this segment and the next segment. And these are their first projects that I've assigned them. And I think that you're going to like what you see, and I'm really looking forward to working with them the rest of the school year. So let's take a look at what we found when we visited Martin Elementary School and a very, very special Samtrans bus.
How many of you have ridden on a bus around the city?
I want a yellow bus.
Really, Joe? That's excellent. Okay. All right. Mrs. Bear Dragon is going to, boys and girls, wait. Mrs. Bear Dragon is going to share with you why this is such an important.
I'm here with Christine Dunn from Samtrans, who is responsible for coordinating all the activities around Art Takes a Bus Ride in San Mateo County. Christine, what is this event? What's this program all about?
Well, we're always looking for ways to attract people to Samtrans, to let people know about our services, and to promote ridership on the bus. So we decided that we were going to partner with the San Mateo County Office of Education to do an art contest for students in San Mateo County. So we worked with them. We had more than 350 entries, and we selected 9 winning entries. The winning entries were made into bus cards that are put on the inside of the buses, mounted on the inside of the buses. It was really successful. People really enjoyed it, so we decided let's take it a little further, and we decided to wrap a bus. This is only the second bus that we've ever wrapped. The first one was for Spare the Air, so this is the first one that we've done ourselves, and we're really pleased with the results. We think it looks great.
And this particular bus is wrapped with the artwork by students from Martin Elementary School?
We have 2 pieces by students from Martin Elementary School, and then we have several other pieces by other students.
So this particular bus is wrapped from artwork from all of or a lot of the contestants.
That's right.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
It's really striking. Where's this particular bus going to be running in the county? Do you know?
Well, this is a special bus. This is called our Get Connected bus, and we use this bus only for outreaches. So we're going to be taking it around when we do a special outreach at a community event.
Now, the buses that have the artwork inside, the poster artwork, how long will the artwork be on display in those buses?
That's going to be up a couple of more months. There's 1 piece of artwork on every bus that we have, so people have an opportunity to see everything.
So folks in South San Francisco who take Samtrans are most likely to see some of the artwork that's done by 9 of the winners and possibly the winners from Martin Elementary School.
That's right.
And one of the things I was reading in a piece that you provided was that youth ridership is a real significant part of Samtrans ridership. Is that right?
That's true. We have about 44,000 riders on an average weekday, and 25% of those are students.
And the event here at Martin School today, was it everything that you hoped it would be?
Oh, we are thrilled to be here. The kids are darling. They're so well behaved. They're so excited about it, and we're excited to be here.
Well, thank you very much, Christine, and thank you to Samtrans for putting on this contest. It's the kind of thing that really brings the school together and the community together, and thank you for taking the time to talk with us. I'm here with Pat Barrett-Dragon, who's the teacher of these young artists that participate and are the winners in the Samtrans Art Takes a Bus Ride contest. Pat, this must be really a great day for you and the students and the whole community of Martin Elementary School.
It's absolutely a thrill to see something you worked on in the classroom translated into something, well, really economic for the county, and really feel like we made a difference with the art that the kids produced.
When did the students start working on the projects?
We worked on them for a couple of weeks last May, I believe it was. And we had 8 different entries. First we painted about 8 or 10, 12 different background pieces and just kept producing and doing collages of art.
What was the reaction? What was your reaction? What was the reaction of the class when you found out that not only did you have 2 winners, but you had the grand prize winners?
We were absolutely stunned. Absolutely stunned.
And the contest was countywide. There were over 350 participants, and there were 9 winners. And Martin School had 2 of the top winners and the grand prize winners. And we have with us 4 of the winners. And the first winner is
Montserrat.
And your name?
Betsy.
And your name?
Alec.
Again?
Alec.
And your name?
Marco.
Marco. How do you feel about winning this contest?
Nervous.
What do we have here behind us?
A bus.
And what's on the bus?
Pictures.
Pictures drawn by who?
By Marco.
By all of you. Congratulations. And what do you think about the fact that your pictures are going to be riding around in a bus all over San Mateo County?
I feel like if we were riding everywhere, we could just be like a little bit shy.
I think you're going to be famous. From Martin School, Bruce Grantham for Our Children, Our Future, and the Young Artists. I'm here with Barbara Old, Superintendent of Schools, South San Francisco Unified School District, on a big day. Samtrans Art Takes a Bus Ride at Martin Elementary School. Mrs. Olds, what do you think of the events here today?
Oh, I am just thrilled. I walked up, parked the car, got out of the car, came up and saw this bus, with our children's pictures on it. Absolutely marvelous. So proud of Pat Barrett-Dragon and the 6 children that she had. I know it takes a lot of time, and Pat always makes sure that she incorporates art into the curriculum, and in many ways, not just art, but in with writing and reading, and I'm very, very proud of our children.
Well, it must be very special when there were over 350 entrants. There were 9 winners countywide, and 2 of the 9 come from little old Martin School in South San Francisco.
Yes, and I understand that Pat is going to also be doing a contest for the fire department. And 2 years ago at our district's art fair, some of her young artists at that time also won prizes that were sponsored by Cell Genesis. So the students over here really do a good job, and I'm very, very proud of them.
It makes you almost want to get out of your car and take a bus ride. Thank you very much, Barbara.
You're welcome.
Next, we're going to visit Spruce Elementary School, where employees from Comcast visited to help in the garden with Comcast Cares Day. Don't go away.
It's so nice, while swimming on sliding ice.
Prudential California Realty is pleased to support the South San Francisco Unified School District. With several offices located throughout the South Bay, we help home buyers realize their dreams of ownership and sellers maximize their home investment. Prudential California Realty is a longtime partner with education, having created the Education Foundation in 1992, which provides grants to teachers throughout Northern California. Prudential California Realty, your partner in real estate.
You've always been like a son to me, Mikey. And that's why I find it unfortunate that we're in this little situation here. No, don't do it. Don't do it. You're gonna pay for this. Peninsula TV. How will it affect you?
It was the Comcast's annual day of service at Spruce Elementary School recently, and I sent my film crew from South San Francisco High School to record the volunteers at work in their garden. Let's take a look at that now.
On October 1st, 2005, Comcast Cable went to volunteer at Spruce School. Out of all the schools in the Bay Area, Spruce needed the most help. The children's garden, located in the back of the school, needed a lot of work. Since the late 1990s, the garden has never been finished. Because of bad weather and dry seasons, the garden has never fully grown. Thanks to Comcast Cable and the volunteers, children have something to look forward to when they look at the garden. Comcast came with tools and supplies to help the school and left with gratitude and satisfaction of a job well done. I'm Luis Osorio here with
Lonnie Lenway
and Risa Gutierrez.
And we're at Comcast Cares Day, Spruce Elementary School. And first question I gotta ask you guys, how long has this been going on, and like who started all this?
Well, Comcast has been in the Bay Area for, I believe, approximately 3 years, and this is our third year doing it in the Bay Area. It's done every year throughout the Comcast areas, throughout different states. We all do it on the same day, and we give back to our communities, schools, and just try to give back and participate with the schools and helping the children.
Oh, yes, yes. Let's see, out of any schools, why this school? And any reason why?
We were very lucky to have one of our noon soups who has been working here for a long time, daughter, nominate us for it, and we were picked, and we're just really excited to have them here.
Let's see. How do you think the school's going to come out after all this? Is it going to be better? Is it going to be? Most likely it's going to be better, but how do you think it's going to look?
I think it's going to be beautiful. This is our Life Lab where kids come out and they learn about science and they plant. And it just is, I think it's going to bring us together as a community and really strengthen us. And I think it's wonderful.
Thanks for your time. All right, I'm here with Angelica Fregoso, longtime Comcast worker, and the first question I have for you is, who do you think benefits more of this?
I think the kids benefit more. It gives them a little bit of pride in their school, to beautify it, you know, makes them want to keep their school clean.
Yeah. And I see a lot of new stuff and all this. How you guys go about getting the sponsors and all that stuff?
As far as the food, we take care of it in division part, but as far as the material, Comcast sponsors it. This is all Comcast.
How'd you go about finding the school?
We went around and nominated it, and it went to a board, and they picked the schools that they felt that needed the assistance.
Thanks for your time. See, first of all, what's your name?
Alan.
Alan. What are you doing here today?
Planting some seed for the spruce garden.
You think it's good that they're fixing up your school? I know you guys want a better playground and everything. You think it's good?
Yeah.
It's good?
Yeah.
I'm here with Ms. Gutierrez, principal of Spruce School. How do you feel about what they're doing to the school?
I think this is incredible. I think this is what it's all about, bringing the parents, the students, the teachers, and the community together to better our schools. And it just warms my heart to see everyone here working and making Spruce a better place.
If you can say anything to anyone out here, what would you tell them and why?
Thank you. This is just great, and it's so important for our students that they have a nice, safe place to go to school.
Welcome back. In the last two segments, you saw what the community can do and what partnerships in the community can do to get involved with our schools to make our schools a better place. I think that Principal Riza Gutierrez from Spruce Elementary School said it really well, and I think the video said it even better when you see students and teachers and parents and volunteers from business organizations coming together and having a good time and all working together for the betterment of a school situation for the students. I think it's wonderful. And a thank you to Samtrans for their countywide sponsorship of the poster contest and bringing out that wonderful bus to Martin Elementary School. In closing, I want to thank my studio guest who talked about homecoming at El Camino High School, Derek Padilla, Director of Student Activities, Sarah Nadaranto, Senior Class President, Karen Chung, Junior Class President, and the video crew from South San Francisco High School for their wonderful work. I'm Bruce Grantham for Our Children, Our Future. See you next time.